Hey everyone, it's Jack with Fitness Clone, and in this video I'm going to be reviewing a nootropic formula called NooCube Brain Productivity. I know a lot of people are looking for nootropic supplements or brain enhancing supplements to improve things like focus, concentration, and memory, reduce mental stress, and improve overall mental performance. Out of all the nootropic supplements that are out there, NooCube Brain Productivity was actually one of the first ones to come about. And since then, it has actually been quite popular with a lot of people using it. So I wanted to go over the NooCube Brain Productivity formula, explain the ingredients and their possible benefits, as well as the side effects, and share my personal experience with using NooCube Brain Productivity and any benefits I've seen while taking it, which has been now for about 3 weeks. By the end of this video, you'll know if NooCube Brain Productivity is really a worthwhile nootropic formula and how it might benefit your routine. So NooCube Brain Productivity is advertised as kind of this all-around brain performance and productivity enhancing supplement. NooCube Brain Productivity has actually gone through 3 updates, so I'm reviewing their latest version. So if you've seen other videos that are a few years old, that is likely outdated because the formula has changed a little bit with each update. NooCube Brain Productivity is basically designed to offer a lot of different benefits for focus, memory, concentration, stress management, with also unique benefits for brain health and eye health due to a compound called Glutamax, which I'll get into in a little bit. Overall, NooCube has 12 ingredients. It's a combination of different vitamins, herbs, amino acids, and other natural compounds. So when we look at the formula, the first 3 ingredients are all B complex vitamins. You get vitamin B1, vitamin B12, and vitamin B7, also known as biotin. Now in general, these B vitamins are definitely supportive of brain health and cognitive function. They support neurotransmitter production and healthy neuron function and connectivity. So in general, just supportive of brain health. And also vitamin B12 is really good for supporting healthy mood, reducing stress, and overall nervous system health. When you take a look at the doses for all of those, they're either around or even above 100% of the daily value. So definitely some good doses there, supportive of brain health. Now we'll get into the other ingredients, starting with VitaCholine, which is a trademarked form of choline bitartrate. This is dosed at 100 milligrams. And now VitaCholine basically can increase levels of acetylcholine in the brain, which is a neurotransmitter important for focus, concentration, and memory. So some potential benefits there. Now when we look at the formula, there is also 250 milligrams of L-tyrosine. This is an amino acid that supports the production of dopamine and noradrenaline. This can support mental energy and reduce mental stress, and studies have also shown that it can reduce mental fatigue during demanding tasks. The next ingredient in NooCube Brain Productivity is Bacopa monnieri extract, dosed at 250 milligrams. So Bacopa has compounds called bacosides and other compounds which offer a variety of effects, such as boosting brain blood flow, helping to decrease inflammation, and increasing acetylcholine. Bacopa in general is good for memory and supporting overall cognitive health. Another key ingredient in this formula is cat's claw bark, dosed at 175 milligrams. So cat's claw is high in antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds that help to decrease free radical production and inflammation in the brain, ultimately supporting a healthy brain and general cognitive function. Now you also get 100 milligrams of L-theanine, which is an amino acid found naturally in green tea leaves. It can increase alpha waves in the brain, which supports a state of calm focus. L-theanine also increases levels of serotonin and GABA. This ultimately helps to reduce stress, promotes a better mood, and may even help with sleep, while also helping to combat anxiety. Now another ingredient in NooCube Brain Productivity is Panax ginseng, dosed at 20 milligrams, although it is an 8-to-1 extract, so it's designed to be about as effective as 160 milligrams. Ginseng has compounds called ginsenosides, which can increase brain blood flow, and they also support the production of serotonin, dopamine, and noradrenaline, kind of like tyrosine, so you get a little bit of a mental energizing effect here and may help to combat mental fatigue and improve cognitive performance. performance. Now, one of the more unique ingredients in NooCube Brain Productivity is Glutamax 2020. So this is a trademarked marigold flower extract. It's high in compounds called carotenoids, specifically lutein and zeaxanthin. These carotenoids offer antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects in the brain and even in the eyes too. So these antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects can support in general a healthy brain and improved cognitive function. They also support the production of brain-derived neurotrophic factor, which is really a key compound in supporting overall brain and nervous system health and cognitive performance. I also like that Glutamax 2020 was the subject of clinical research. And in these studies, there was a variety of benefits from Glutamax 2020, including better memory, improved processing speed, as well as a reduction in headache and eye strain. So you see some unique benefits there too, due to the carotenoid compounds in Glutamax 2020. Now, the last two ingredients in NooCube Brain Productivity are pterostilbene and trans-resveratrol. These are pretty similar compounds that again are going to provide some antioxidant and anti-inflammatory compounds to support a healthy brain and general cognitive function. So when taking a step back and looking at the overall NooCube formula, there are a lot of high quality ingredients, definitely with some proven benefits for memory, focus, concentration, mental endurance, stress management. The main issue is that a lot of these are dosed pretty low. So even for ones like theanine that are in the effective range, it's still on the lower end. And then in general, a lot of the other ingredients are simply pretty low dosed overall, not even meeting that effective range. However, this might not be as big of a concern simply because these ingredients do have a lot of similar effects. So yes, the doses for each individual ingredient might be a bit lower than ideal, but since they all act together and might have some synergistic effects, this might be less of an issue. So overall, from the initial glance, I think it is a high quality formula. Now, in regard to other aspects of the formula, such as quality and safety, NooCube Brain Productivity is vegan and vegetarian friendly. It's non-GMO, made with all natural ingredients, and it is free from caffeine and stimulants. So it's definitely a good option for people who are looking to avoid those. In order to get the best results for NooCube Brain Productivity, it is recommended to take one serving, which is 2 capsules per day, ideally with breakfast. This is to avoid some possible digestive side effects. They also say that if you do tolerate it well, you can take up to 4 capsules per day, just don't exceed that 4 capsule dose. Now, for me personally, I've been taking just the 2 capsules per day for about 3 weeks now. And so I wanted to go over my experience with using the product and some of the things I've noticed. So there definitely are a couple main points that I want to talk about. Number one is that it takes time for it to work. In my experience, I didn't really notice much of an effect until about a week, maybe even 10 days in. That makes sense though, given that it doesn't have any stimulants or any crazy ingredients. They're all natural, so they're going to take time to work up and build up in the brain. So now, when I did notice the benefits, I want to talk about which ones I experienced. So number one, an improvement in focus and mental clarity. Basically just got a nice sense of that I could dial in a bit more into what I was doing, be a little bit more focused, and have a decrease in brain fog. The second effect that I noticed was an improvement in what I call mental endurance. So basically didn't get as mentally fatigued and was able to do some mentally demanding work for a little bit longer. Now this is important because I do a lot of research and writing and other mentally demanding tasks, so those benefits definitely were a plus for me. Now I do want to talk about some side effects too. So for me personally, I did notice a little bit of upset stomach after taking this. This did subside after I used the product, likely as my body got more adapted to it, but just also wanted to point that out. Also, overall, in terms of the benefits that I did experience, I would say mild to moderate. So nothing huge for me, but definitely some noticeable benefits. And ultimately for me, I think it was worthwhile, especially for the specific effects that it has, given that I do a lot of mentally demanding work and using a lot of computers and screens. So the eye protective effects from this formula are also a benefit too. Haven't noticed anything huge there yet, but that might be something where it takes, even a month, 2 months before I can really notice those effects. Now, I also wanted to go over the pricing with NooCube because obviously you want something that you can actually take on a regular basis. So you get 30 servings or 60 capsules per bottle. The regular price is $64.99, which is $2.17 per serving, so initially seems pretty high. They also offer some bulk and subscription savings where you can save a lot of money. From all the options that they offer, the total price per serving has a range from $1.10 all the way up to the $2.17 that I just mentioned. So a pretty big range there. Obviously just look into the different options and see which one is best for you personally. NooCube also has a 60-day money-back guarantee, which I think is really beneficial because this essentially makes it a no-risk option. Gives you 2 months to try out the product, see if you notice any benefits, and then you can determine if the benefits and effects that you get are actually worth it or not. And if not, well, no harm, no foul, and you can get your money back. Lastly, I just wanted to compare NooCube in general to some other nootropic formulas since there are so many out there, and talk about who NooCube Brain Productivity is uniquely best for. Because I think with so many products out there, it's hard to know, well, which nootropic is really best for your individual needs and circumstances. So given the unique ingredients in NooCube Brain Productivity, I think it is really best for people who are looking not only for the improvement in cognitive performance, but also for those who want to support a healthy brain and support healthy eyes, reduce headaches, and all of those factors too. So this would be people who do a lot of mentally demanding work, especially if you're sitting in front of a computer or other screens all day. I really think the unique combination of ingredients in NooCube Brain Productivity not only help you to get through those tasks and perform mentally at a more optimal level, can also decrease the chance of headache and eye strain, and even help with mental stress and anxiety. So a variety of possible benefits there. So if you're someone who, after hearing all of those, you think, those really resonate with me, I feel like I could use a lot of those different benefits, then I think NooCube Brain Productivity is worth it for you in those situations. One thing to mention when comparing it to other formulas too is that it is a little bit lower dose for some of the key ingredients, so you might want to look for a higher dose formula if that's really something you're after. One example is Hunter Focus. I know they have more ingredients in general and they tend to be a bit higher dosed, although that formula does contain caffeine, so it is not suitable if you're looking to avoid caffeine or stimulants. It's always just important to look at the label, look at the ingredients you're looking for, and see if the doses match up with what you really want. So all things considered, NooCube Brain Productivity is definitely a pretty high quality nootropic formula. You get a lot of different high quality ingredients to support memory and focus, help to reduce mental stress and anxiety, promote greater mental endurance, and offer those unique benefits for eye health and support a reduction in headaches. So if you're really looking for that unique combination of benefits, given the overall quality of the formula and no risk with the 60-day money-back guarantee, then I'd say NooCube Brain Productivity is definitely worth buying. If you have any questions or comments, or if you want to share your experience with using NooCube Brain Productivity, let me know in the comments below.